Hello everyone, welcome back to Rolling Solo. My name is Adam Smith, and this is the playthrough of Fireteam Zero. We are in part number 3, and as you can see on this board, we've got a lot of action going on. We've got enemies in all the corners, really not all the corners, but a few of the corners on the far side, heading off to the east, and then we've got some guys up in the north coming down towards us, actually quite a few of them, 3 of them, and then one right close with us right here. So we've got 6 total to deal with. We're also trying to go after these spawn points as much as possible in order to search them to try to find intel to win the game. So far we've only got 1 check mark on acquire specimen samples, and we're looking for 2 more. So we need to kill certain ones within range, but we can't go overkill on them. So we got to keep that in mind as well when we try to kill them. And we're also looking for parts to repair the ferry. So we could potentially get a specimen out of this guy. He's pretty close by if we can, well, depending on how things pan out. So let's see, where's Henry? Let me see here. Henry is right now way back here. So we need Henry to get a little bit closer to the action in order for us to get some more samples, because he needs to be in the same spawn spot as an enemy in order to even acquire those samples. So I need to get these guys up into the action as quick as possible. So what I'm going to do here is, this is going to be more about a strategic movement. I'm planning on heading over to the east. Reason being is we got lots of spawn points over here, and they're kind of in a clump, and they're also kind of alone by themselves, but we also have lots of ability to protect ourselves from ranged attacks, which don't sound great right now, but if the corrupted animals, which are right here, happen to roll a trophy symbol, the attack range is increased by 1, so we can start being hit. If we happen to be in cover, though, we get a benefit. Any ranged attack targeting a location identified as cover, so all these purple ones, would reduce by 1 die, which is fantastic. So that would just give us a little bit of cover from when these guys finally get to us. Rather than heading up there and, you know, the spawn points are more sporadically spread out, we'd have to travel a much greater distance to get there. So let's head this way. So let's start off with Frank. In the last video, we did the entire tactics phase. So we went through determining the start player, which moved from Dawn down to Frank. We then played no tactical cards, so everybody's available to go and draw up to their hand size, which we then did at the end of the video, and now we're ready to rock with the hero phase. So we're going to start off with Frank, who's right here. We can't forget about Frank's opportunity fire, which allows him to attack a monster that runs into a space. It is very tempting to move into here to secure this location. However, you can notice that there's an enemy here that he'd have to try to deal with, which I could by doing an attack. But then remember, I've got 2 monsters here that on their turn can move 2 spaces, and if they roll another movement die by accident, or if they happen to roll a die that lands on this symbol, they will be able to actually move both of them in, and I think it would overwhelm him, and it's a little bit too risky. He's a little bit too by himself right now for us to try to pull that off. So I think we're going to try to hug back around here and go for these just to stay with the group, essentially. It's not exactly what I wanted to do. And the other really bad thing about this is I don't actually have any cards as a reaction, which would be at the bottom portion of these cards, from any of his allies. So that would be Dawn or Abe. Neither one of them are able to give him a reaction which would allow him to ignore difficult terrain right now. So he can't even quickly jump through things to get to this spawn point. He can only make it as far as here or here or here. He could go to here and maybe come back here, but that's kind of pointless because he could just walk over here too. So really he's kind of stuck, but we want to try to hug him back to the group, and if we put him over here, we've now spread out our group a little too much. And the more central you are, especially on an open outside map like this, the more likely you are to get picked off. So I'm going to go ahead and have him move. He's not really moving. I'm trying to think here. I guess I want to move him here, so that way he's within range of going for this next turn. So he's going to move here. The great thing about him is he is ranged, so he has the ability to shoot 2 spaces away. An adjacent space can be traced through a diagonal movement. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. So you can actually shoot 1 and to 2. So we can shoot over to this guy right here. So at least we're doing some damage. So I'll take his cards here. We're going to take a quick look and see what we can do from range. So we have the M7 grenade launcher that can do 2 spaces away. This one's needs to be closer, so we can't do that one. We can't do the headshot attack. We can't do the hydrostatic. Actually, you know what? The only thing he can do is use this M7 grenade launcher. And the worst part about it is I guess the good thing is that there's no resistance from the animal. He's got 0 resistance, the corrupted animal, for grenades, but I still need 2 successes, and I'm only rolling 1 die. So that's not the greatest in terms of odds, especially when there's only like 1 face here that can hit. This one would kill him, this wouldn't kill him, that one would not. So it's like a 2 in 6 chance. Ugh, it's a little rough. But the good thing is, guys, he has his opportunity fire, so if things get nasty and he gets in here, I still have a bullet attack to use. So we'll go ahead and use the M7 grenade launcher and see if we get lucky. So here we go. rolling 1 die, looking for 2 grenades. And we got it, 2 grenades. So well done, Frank. He fired his M7 grenade launcher. We'll discard this card, and wonderfully. Now, he is within range 1 of this guy right here. And this individual is Patrick. Patrick, if you're within 1 range, allows you to perform a search action. Sadly, he's not in a search action in place, so he's not going to get that ability. And that ability comes from the card right here, if you haven't seen that before. So we're going to go ahead and finish off the attack. 2 damage towards this corrupted animal. Kills him off the board. That's fantastic. Less commotion in that area. And I'm getting closer to securing some more spawns. Now, you'll notice it's nasty because we don't have any of these secured now, meaning that there's a chance that monsters can spawn here next turn. So we don't want to kill too many monsters because we like kind of where they are way off in the distance, but we have to deal with this guy. So anyway, his turn is now done. I moved in here for 2 movement, which is a whole movement. I attacked, and now I'm done. So we'll move from Frank up to Abe. Now, Abe's got a different set of cards, and he's also got a specialist with him over here. So remember, we need to get those specimens, so we want these guys to get back in the action. Now, you're going to notice, if I move from this secured location, I'm going to then open up another spot for these enemies to spawn. So you can see how the tactics start to play into it as you move across the board. If you're not securing locations every single turn, you can run into a spot where you can get surrounded, and that's really bad. But anyway, we're going to go ahead. We got to move. We got to keep going. So can I do anything to help these guys? Now, this is where it gets funny. Frank actually has a card that allows these guys to skip past, skip difficult terrain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Frank's cards. Frank has a reaction card that says, if I just have to find it here, hopefully I didn't use it because that would be embarrassing. Oh no, I did use it. Yep, I did use it. Rats. That's the worst. Okay, so essentially the card I used to attack, I'll show you guys what it looked like. The M7 grenade launcher that I just used with Frank has a bottom portion that said if I played it for an ally, it would have allowed them to ignore difficult terrain. I had to do it though, because as you saw, it was the only way I could get to shoot this guy. So you can see there's quite a bit of tactics involved in what cards you play. So at this point now, these guys are a little bit in trouble, but we can move 2. So I could get them here and then here, which is, and then maybe, go here next turn or something like that. It could be a possibility. It also gets me dangerously close. Well, I guess these guys at best can go 1-2, and then if they roll an extra move, they get here. So they wouldn't be, they'd be far enough out of range for me, I'd be safe. So I could go to here and be okay this turn. And then at least that's moving me a little quicker. However, I could also move here for the same movement of 2, and I'm further away and more bunched up with the crowd, which is good. How do I want to do this? So, but I also kind of want to be here. And you know why I want to be here is because I want these guys to eventually get in the same space as Abe so I can get some specimens. So I got to risk it a little bit. So I'm going to have them move from here, 1-2. That's it. So they're here now. Now, can Abe do anything from here? He's got, he could, if he's got a range of 2 or more, he could potentially help by shooting this guy here. So let's take a look, see what he's got. He's got grenade tosses, which are not useful. He's got nothing. Everything is range 1. So he's not going to be able to do anything from distance. So that's useless in terms of help that way. So that's too bad. We're not going to be able to do much with that. So worst. What does Abe do? Once per round, you perform an attack action against a monster as a reaction when it moves into your location. That's good to know, but it's not going to help us right now. So that's pretty much it for his turn. He's pretty much done. Now, remembering Patrick can't do anything as well. So that is pretty much it. And then we're going to move on to the last individual, who's Dawn. And Dawn's right here with a specialist. This specialist, oh, sorry, this is Patrick. I think I said this was Patrick. Sorry, guys. This is Henry. Henry's the guy who's acquiring the specimens, and Patrick is the individual that can do the help you with the search actions. Now, this is where things get interesting. You can see there's a monster here, spawn point here. I could try to get over here and do a, at least to try to secure this location. It might make sense. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump. Ugh, this is dicey. I'm going to jump over here so I'm prepared to check this location out next. So I'm going to jump to here. This is going to get a little sketchy. Let's take a look at Don's cards to see if he's got anything. He's got play before, or sorry, he's got an attack. This is a melee attack, so that's not very good. One range grenade, so that's good. I could potentially throw a grenade into this location. Satchel charge, that's an impressive grenade if I really want to do some damage. Again, a melee attack, not really useful right now. Oh, there we go. 2 dice for a grenade attack. That could be good, high X. So I might have to go with high X, rolling 2 dice. and hoping for the best. Now, what does he have? He has as an action, you may allow an ally in your location to draw 2 cards. Not really worthwhile. What is this guy going to allow me to do? Patrick allows me to perform a free search action. So then I could search this for free. So I will do that. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to use the High X card from Dawn's hand, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to chuck a stick of dynamite straight at this guy right here. So we got to roll, and it is 1 away, which is perfect. We get 2. Now the only thing I could do is just double check to see whether there's a reaction card from the other guys that could potentially increase my attack here or do some type of benefit. So let's see, play after a monster attacks. Sorry guys, I'm just kind of off camera looking through Frank's card right now, or Frank's cards for reactions right now. Before a minion, play before a minion activates, that's not going to apply. Play before an ally performs a bullet attack, not going to apply. And bullet attack. So nothing can be done help-wise from Frank. Can Abe help me in any way? Play before a minion, nope. Play before an ally performs a bullet attack, nope. Nope. A lot of these are before minions activate or when bullet attacks seem to happen, at least for now. Play when an ally performs a brawl attack, nope. Okay, so nothing. I don't have anything that can help from other guys. So here we go. We're just going to be rolling 2 dice. I'm checking with Dawn. The grenade is going right against this guy right here. So wish me luck, because remember, we need 2 grenades to hit this guy and kill him, because his health is 2 and has no resistance. So here we go. Oh dear, that's not exactly what we wanted to see. So we got a grenade and nothing else. So we didn't get enough damage in order to do it. That's not good. Okay, so this card now is going to be discarded. That's too bad. Do I have any ability to reroll anything? If Henry was a little closer, he's too far away. Henry allows you to roll an attack die, but he has to be within range 1 of your group that's doing it, so he'd have to be here. So poor Dawn did some damage to this guy, but not enough to kill him, so that's too bad. Shoot, that's gonna be a little detrimental to us. Okay, so here's the other thing that gets sketchy. Now I don't know what's gonna happen here, but I get a free search action. I tried to kill this guy, didn't pan out. This is a free search action because I have Patrick with me, so I could go ahead. It says if you're within range 1 of the specialist, you may perform search actions as free. The problem is I don't know if this is going to be a positive search action or not. It could end up hurting me badly, so I'm going to give it a shot because, you know, no risk, no reward. So here we go. I'm hoping this is going to be a positive in the end. So we're going to rotate this thing over to search it so we don't have to waste an action on it later. I'm going to flip a recon card and hope for the best. Written in flesh. Your arm itches and burns as if 1,000 ants were attacking it. Oh, that sounds good. You pull up your sleeve to find words in a strange language cut into your skin. You can't read them, but somehow you know it's a warning. You feel prepared. But for what? Draw a card. Oh, okay, so that's actually not bad. So I get to draw a card with Dawn. So that actually was a positive. Again, it's not going to, I get to just draw an extra card up, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. All right, so that was safe. Good thing it didn't spawn any monsters or anything like that. So we're good there. Now all the heroes have gone, so we're good. This is where things get scary because I really hope that my situation here works out to my advantage, but here we go. We're going to go ahead and advance. We're moving into the threat phase now. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to be moving this threat token up the track. So it lands on the very first draw first twist, I should say. So we go up to our twist deck right here, and we're gonna flip this over and resolve it and be hopefully not terrified. Cunning. If a blank is rolled when activating a monster, resolve the monster's special ability. Actually, you know what? That's okay. So basically, this is going to stay in play for the remainder of the game. It sits right here as the first one we got, and that's actually not a bad one, especially for corrupted animals anyway, because corrupted animals, it just increases their range, which I guess could be bad. So it really just means whenever we roll this die, if we roll a blank result, then it's going to be taken as if they landed a trophy, which is attack his range is increased by 1. So it's, I guess it is bad, but it could have been worse, could have spawned something. So we've resolved the threat token and threat card, or twist card, I should say. Now we're going to activate monsters. Okay, so we can activate each monster in order. So I guess we'll start with this guy right here. So obviously within range, so going to move into this location, which is not fun. As soon as it moves into this location, I'm going to double check to see if I have anything from Dawn in order to react to this right away. So I have, let's see what I have reaction cards here. Play before a minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from activating. Ooh. Play before a minion activates to burn all minions. That could be good if I wanted to stop him from coming in. So essentially, before I activated this minion, right at the beginning here, I could play this reaction card, play before a minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from activating, then it would stop it from moving. Do I have anything else? Play before an ally. Play before a monster attacks an ally to reduce his attack strength by 1. Ooh, that's not bad. Play before an ally performs a bullet attack. You know what? He's got a lot of melee attacks. I'm kind of happy with him being in the same spot as me, because then I can bash him pretty good. And if I can make it work out so that these guys can get to this location somehow in the next turn, I could get some specimens. Ugh. Okay, so I'm going to play this. This monster's activating in here. I'm going to have... I guess this is for ally though, so I can't play this out of Don's cards. I'm gonna have to go into Frank's or Abe's cards to do the reaction, not Don's. There we go. Attacking. Unblockable damage. Oh, okay. So I could do play before a minion or elite attacks to prevent it from attacking. Take 1 unblockable damage. That could be good. I might do this. I might play body slam. So can I do? Yeah, can I do that? I don't know if I can do that. Monster. Oh, but there's a range on them. I have to be in the same spot. So the only person that can really help me then is Frank. Frank's cards is who I should be looking at, not Abe's. Sorry guys, just getting used to the reaction cards here, but really you can't react to a monster if you're too far away. So Abe can't do it. He doesn't have 2 range on his reactions to make it there. However, as you can see here, our Marksman has abilities to help an ally 2 away. That's pretty helpful. So I could do play after a monster attacks an ally to half its damage, rounding down. Kill, this is a tactics card, can't play that right now. Play before a minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from moving, but not attacking. Interesting, okay. Play before an ally, that's bullet, and okay, so the only thing that I could do is play suppression fire. Play before a minion activates to prevent all minions in that location from moving but not attacking. So really what this would do if I played it, which I might do, is it's going to keep him here. So essentially before he activates, I'm going to play this reaction card. And then what's going to happen is he's still going to try to attack. He still gets to roll his activation die. If he happens to land a blank or a trophy, he attacks regardless of this card. So really all that's happening is I have Frank here just putting suppression fire on this enemy and keeping him from moving, but it doesn't stop him from attacking. So I will play this because it's the only thing that I can do right now in order to help out Dawn. So I'm going to go ahead and discard this one, even though it has quite a good melee attack. I want to do my best to try to keep him from moving in for now. So this is going to get discarded. I'm going to roll the activation die for this particular monster. You got a blank, rats, so he's going to get the attack inflicts a bonus hit. So that sucks. Oh, is that what it says? Attack inflicts... Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Attack range is increased by 1. So from here, he is now able to shoot this monster, or this area here. But really, what's really funny now is that technically when that played out like it did, technically he's now got a range of 1, meaning he can shoot here or here. And technically, Frank was the one who went first in the round, so his attention now has actually turned to Frank, sadly. So he's going to be attacking Frank. So that's not good. So now we're going to have an attack come against Frank, and it's 2 dice being thrown at him, and the animal's looking for bullets. This could get ugly. Okay, good, just 2. So, and he's got lots of cards to discard. Thank goodness. So, I got lots of bullet attacks. So one of the hydrostatic shock cards should go. So I'm gonna toss. I'll toss this one, and I'll toss. I want the tactics card, and I want the direct hit. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. Okay, so there's those 2. He's still alive, thank goodness, but he took the hit, and now we're going to move on to the next one. So this monster is resolved. We're now going to come over to this guy and activate him. He moves 2 spaces, so he's going to go 1, and he's in. So now he's in against Dawn. Jeez, so no matter what, he was in trouble. I'm going to roll this activation die for him. He got an extra movement, but he doesn't need it because he's already in there. Okay, nasty. And now he's going to attack Dawn. Again, I don't have any cards that can help now against this monster, so this is going to be a straight attack against Dawn. I'm hoping that I can handle this. Okay, that's 3 hits to Dawn. Ouch. So Dawn has 5 cards. That's good. I'm going to toss grenade toss. I'm going to let go because I want to keep melee because we're going to be obviously fighting close quarters here. Satchel's really good. Concussive device amazing. So which of these 2 haymakers do I want to get rid of? They're both the same. Oh, one's bullet, one's brawl. Let's keep the brawl one because Abe's going to be close by soon, I think. Okay, so these 2 are getting chucked, but we're still alive, so that's... Oh, sorry, I have to chuck 3. So maybe I do have to get rid of this one. So yeah, I gotta get rid of that one too. All right, so we got 2 cards left. Ouch. And now we activate the rest of the monsters way in the back. So this guy's gonna move. He's gonna go 1, 2. Now these monsters are targeting Frank right here because Frank was the first person to go. So they're going the shortest distance or route to Frank. Activation gives him an extra move, so now he's here. He's getting even closer, but he won't be able to shoot. Now these guys are going to move, 1 and 2. We're going to roll for activation. That's another move, so now it's on this spawn point. And then this one over here is going to go 1, 2. Roll again. Trophy doesn't do anything. Now he's stuck at this place. All right, so as you can see, things are getting a little congested here. We're kind of getting swarmed a bit. And now we've actually activated everything. We'll now spawn our monsters. There's only 1 monster who needs to be spawned. So this is the guy coming in. We're going to roll to see where they get spawned. 1. Please don't be anywhere near me. Yes, 1 is way over here. Thank goodness. That was amazing because it could have landed here or here. We've already got way too much commotion happening. But you know what, guys? Really good, strategic wise, we need to acquire specimen samples still. And the great thing is these monsters are getting within range of us where we can actually have Abe and the specialist move in and start to kill them and grab the specimen samples we need. So these guys can, the way we've actually angled our men here, we've got coverage, you know, these guys can handle them. We've got a marksman who can kind of shoot in all directions as backup, and this guy's got the melee area here, whereas these monsters are kind of off the side. We're not doing terrible, so things are okay. We took some damage there. That's probably the heaviest hit round we've had, but this is essentially the look of the board currently. All right, guys, so I hope that helps, and I hope that helps me. I hope I'm playing this efficiently, at least, because things are getting a little congested here, like I said. So hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. I'm actually having a lot of fun and realizing how much there is to think about in this game. It's crazy, especially when you're playing solo and you can use cards from all the different other heroes to help you try to survive. That's nuts. So anyway, I hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. If you see anything I missed, let me know in the comments below. I'll be sure to correct it and or talk about it and sort it all out. Regardless, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Thanks again for watching, and keep on rolling solo.